Hey, welcome back to the channel. In today's video, we're going to talk about two major upgrades you can make to your tractor for like under 500 bucks. Major upgrades. You're going to have these machines for a very long time. You may as well make it perfect exactly the way that you want it and make it, make your job easier. So we're going to install these upgrades today. I'm going to explain to you where I got them, how much I paid for them, and we're going to install them on this brand new TYM tractor. This is a 5520CH. It's a cab tractor, has air conditioning, all kinds of really nice features to it. But these two features are going to make it that much better. So let's get into this video, let's have some fun, and let's upgrade some tractors. Okay, coming straight from the factory, this is considered to be an upgraded setup. You have telescoping, whatever it is, lift arms, to where you can adjust your implement pretty easily, as well as you have a pin-based latching system. So this is going to keep things from really, getting out of whack. And if you have a turnbuckle style, they always get loose. They're an absolute pain. This is much better. You can even have one where you can have a little bit more play in there if you wanted to. But this is considered the business end of any kind of tractor, right? You've got all your hydraulics back here. This machine actually has two remotes on it, which is great. And it has, the lift arms, all the stuff, which is really nice. But this still takes time. You still have to get behind the implements. And I think that there's a better way. And every tractor I've had has had these two upgrades. And we're going to put them on today. One is a hydraulic top link. We're going to install that. Very inexpensive, major upgrade. The second is a quick hitch, which is going to be fantastic for going from a box blade to a tiller to a mower to a rotary cutter, whatever you want to go to. It is tractor nirvana. So let's install those two major upgrades today. All right, the first upgrade is this hydraulic top link. So this top link is from a company called Vevor, which is it's an online retailer. This is not sponsored. None of these things are sponsored. I bought these. I will put the price in the description, and I will put an Amazon link to both of these because both can be delivered right to your door. And again, very simple. All you have to do is, basically screw these things on there, bolt them on there, make it get real tight, bolt it down real tight, and then make sure that your quick attaches are tightened also. If you have any hydraulic leaks, this is the time for a disclaimer to say, put some sunglasses on or something and wear gloves because hydraulics can really ruin your day. I've been sprayed in the eyes with hydraulic fluid before and it was not fun. Now you can see we have a red set and a yellow set. This is really smart. This is the only tractor manufacturer I've ever seen that color codes these and coordinates inside the cab to where you know which one is yellow and which one's red. So the red one is a detent. I believe, if I'm getting them backwards, just let me know. I believe it's a detent because it will lock. I don't want it to lock. I want it to be adjustable, which is more like a springing. So we're going to put this in number 1, which is going to be the yellow. So this guy right here, all we have to do is take this top link out. We're going to reuse this pin right here because the other one didn't come with one. And once that's installed, then we can install the quick hitch. Now friends, today we're dealing with heavy stuff. So if you need to have a buddy help you do this, there's no shame in that. This one's not that bad. So again, we're going to reuse this pin and we're going to reuse that. I'm not usually good with the terminology of things, like the names of everything, but I'm usually okay when it comes to putting stuff together. All right, this is adjustable. You have 3 different placements here. I'm going to start this on the middle one because we could change that later if we need to. And this is not going to... Maybe I want to do that on the bottom. Yeah. Now, it doesn't help that these covers or caps are red, but in my opinion, you can go ahead and take these things off because you're not going to need them. Once this top link's on there, there's really probably not a very good chance it's coming off. You're going to love it so much, you'll have one for every machine you have. So yeah, that should cut down some of the confusion. Now, I just told you all to make sure you put glasses on, and I didn't do it myself or gloves. So there we go. Now I'm going to put this pin in, and then we're going to see if it's going the way we want it to. Because one port is going to push it out, the other port's going to push it in, and just depending on your preference on the handle, that's what you're going to kind of adjust with. So, okay, I had to start the tractor to get the hydraulics going. So again, here's our yellow. Down to the yellow, we'll see if it's retracting out. There we go, going out. Going in, out, and I don't see any leaks. Okay, I just wanted to cycle that quite a few times, and then we'll go check on it and make sure there's no leaks. And then if there's no leaks, we go to step 2. Yeah, no leaks. Now, I know you guys see this thing, and to be honest, I don't know if this is supposed to be on the top or on the bottom, and I really don't care. I don't need it, so I'm just gonna take it off. And I like this setup because these hoses are not kinked in any way, and they're going to be able to move freely as the implement moves. You're not going to really have a concern there. So I'm just taking this off rather than having those hoses on top and making these hoses kind of crimped. I don't know if I'm supposed to have this or not, but y'all tell me in the comments if I did that wrong. But listen, it operates and that's what counts. All right, so here's the second thing. This is the quick hitch. What I really like about this one is that it has a 2-inch receiver in it. So if I want to pull something, I can actually put a hook in here, or I can move potentially like a trailer or even the camper or something around the property with this 2-inch receiver. So what I don't like about it is that the back here is bent, but it's fine. We should be able to get it on okay. These things take a lot of abuse, so you need to find one that's pretty heavy duty, and this is adjustable. So what we'll do is I'll find some pins instead of these bolts so I can adjust on the fly. But when I say it's bent, kind of see right there, I may need to get in here and do a little magic on that with a hammer or a crowbar, but we may be okay. We may be okay. And all you're going to do is center these right here, which a lot of times these can be pretty, painted shut. So like that one's painted shut. So I'm going to get some WD-40 or just some kind of lubricant spray, bust this thing loose so it's just easier to work with. All right, all I had was some Lucas penetrating oil. So again, you're just going to spray in that thing. Doesn't hurt to get this stuff kind of moving around a little bit. Same thing here. And all that does is just make your life easier as the years go on. While I'm here, I'm going to take this PTO spline off. I'm going to spray that with some of this also. And that'll attract dirt, but really there's going to be a PTO shaft on there, which should keep the dirt from getting on there. Anything else we need to spray? No, I think we're good. Okay, before you get started, make sure you have these pins pretty close because you're going to need these pretty quickly, because once you pick this thing up, oh, it weighs about 70 pounds, you're going to want to be able to get these things there pretty quick. So needless to say, you got a friend or a neighbor around, this is a good time to call in a favor. All right, that one's through. So this one should be a lot easier because now I can have a lot of the weight resting on this one. All right, but these pins, I have to unpin that because I couldn't get it wide enough. All right, that's it. Take your little cotters or whatever these things are called, and you lock everything in. That one's locked in, and this one is locked in. All right, so now time for the top link. Okay, so this pin actually came with the top link that came with the tractor. So your quick hitch will come with the 2 bottom ones. It will not come with the top one. You have to reuse that. Even though I'm choosing to do this on an insanely hot day and I'm sweating like crazy, I'm going to thank myself for the next however many years I own this machine for doing this, because I won't even have to get out to move implements around, which is nice. So all we do is get this guy here. And this is actually going to help me also decide if I want to have this top link on that bottom or the top. This looks like it's leaning back a little too much, so I'm probably going to move it. And it goes without saying, have plenty of these in your tractor, because they will find ways to disappear. All right. So that is a quick hitch. All you do now is just drive up to an implement that you have to buy the bushings for the implement. They're not expensive, but once you put them on there, they're on there forever. And you just pick it up, and then when you pick it up, yeah, we're gonna have to, let's change that pin real quick. Okay, all I did was I just changed that pin from the bottom setting. There's 1, 2, 3. I changed it from the bottom one to the top one. This way, these handles, which by the way, that's styrofoam. I wish it was snow. It'd be nice if it was snow. This way, if we're lifting these handles up, it's not hitting these tail lights, and it's not, you know, we're not in danger of hitting anything back here. So I think it's a pretty good adjustment. Now, last thing we'll need to do is adjust the height here, which we'll have to have the implement hooked up to do that. And then after that, we're ready to roll. So what we've done so far in about 15 minutes is make it so that we never have to adjust the top link again, unless we just want to. Yeah, the top link is all adjustable from inside the machine or on the machine. Even with the open station, this is a fantastic addition. I think that this was $200. I'm gonna put the prices again in the description, and you can get all the stuff off Amazon, deliver right to your door. This one is now not only, I don't have to adjust the link arms anymore, this will drive right up to pretty much all the implements I have. My tiller, my rotary cutter, my box blade, basically all the things I'm going to be using on this machine. If you need to, use a post hole digger or something like that, you could just take it off. It's not that difficult. You'll take this off. You'll adjust this bracket to hold the top link, or you just take the top link off. It's super simple to do. You can take the whole thing. This whole system can come off with 3 pins and unhooking the hydraulics, which would take you, 3 minutes to do. Very, very simple. I do need to make sure I get that link back in, and then I need to make sure that this is all even. But man, what a handy setup. This is how the other half lives, friends. Take your friend Joe the Farmer's advice. You want to do this. Well, the only issue I see now at this point with all this stuff being done is that the rotary cutter is a different color than the tractor, which is a little bit strange. But listen, it works great. Like, it's probably taken me 30 minutes to get all this stuff set up. So 30 minutes at about $400 or $500 to really affect your experience with your tractor moving forward. Like, all that stuff really took very little time at all. And now every time I go to hook up to this implement, I can just hook up to it. You still have to hook up the PTO shaft, but other than that, you can actually lock in the quick hitch from the cab. If you have a cab or for open station, you can just flip the levers down and lock in lock in the implement. So anyway, super helpful, super handy. And now we're going to take this thing out there, and we're going to get some mowing done. First time with this tractor that's going to get that it's going to mow. So we're going to do some work and knock the new off it and have some fun. So let's get out to that field and let's start mowing.